Okay guys, this is a tutorial to show you how to make the Automobilox windshield. And so we're doing it in Onshape here. So on 5.2, there are directions. And these directions are pretty much the same for any CAD softwares that you're using. You're going to use extrude, fillets, shells. It's all the same. So what we're going to do here is we're going to create this sketch first. So I'm going to come over here into Onshape, and I'm going to create new document. I'm going to call this windshield since I've already built it once. Windshield 2. You're going to come over here and you're going to hit sketch. We're going to select the front to start your sketch. To do this, if we look at 5.2, it says first create a sketch using the line and arc tools. So these are actually 3 arcs right here, and I can tell that because they're marked with a radius. Okay, so I'm going to do 3 arcs. And I just like to start with that point of origin right there. And I'm not going to worry too much about like the size or anything because I'm going to come back and I'm going to dimension it. So I've got 3 arcs there. And then I'm going to come over, oh, whoop. I'm actually out of the sketch. Back in the sketch. I'm going to click these 2 points right here. And then I'm going to come up here and I'm going to and it got, kind of weird there. I might actually go back. I'm going to put in some other dimensions and then come back and put in this 6 for that radius. So down here, that is 3.04. And that got weird even more so. Look over here. And that is 0.64. And I'm going to click from here to here. That is 1. And then I'm going to click right here. And that is 6. And we've got something, oh, there's a couple of other things we need to add in. We need to add in from here to here. It is 3.01. And from here to here, it is 2.55. And so that looks beautiful. So now it says, let me scroll down, and it says to delete these 2 dimensions, and that's very important. You won't be able to do the next step if you do not come here and hit. So hit escape. So you're kind of out of those tools, and you're going to hit delete sketch entity. Come over here, delete that, and we should be good to go now. So the next step is to apply some constraints. And then we want tangent constraints. These tangent constraints are going to say these all touch, okay? And it's very, very important that we put in 2 tangent constraints. We're going to put in a tangent constraint from here to here. We're going to put in a tangent constraint from this arc to this arc. And that just says that they're like one big thing. That's going to make them one big thing. They all touch each other. So when I go in and I add in fillets and I shell this thing out, it's going to recognize it as one big, or one shape. So I'm going to hit done. I'm going to come over here and I'm going to extrude out. I'm going to click this surface and it says to, oops. It says to extrude out 2.55. So I come over here and I'm going to extrude out 2.55 and I'm going to hit OK. And that looks pretty good. I'm kind of worried about this right here. We're going to hit fillet. We'll see. Yeah, it's recognized as one big hole. A whole shape. And I'm going to click on this side. And those fillets are, let's see here, they're 0.5. It says make fillets 0.5. So I'm going to come over here. I'm going to hit 0.5. Boom. Done. Okay. Then I'm going to flip it over. Oops. Roundabout. I just want the bottom of the shape. What is it doing? Okay, now I'm going to shell this out. Okay, so we're going to shell that out, and the thickness of this material all around is, and we have to go back to these dimensions right here to figure this out. It is 0.07, so if I look, it's right here, it's 0.07. So I shelled that out. Now what I'm going to do is, now we've got this basic structure, we're going to add a working plane. And a working plane allows us to draw on parts that don't have a face on them, or a curved part. So I'm going to come here and I'm going to select plane, and I want this offset plane that's selected for me. And I'm going to actually flip it to where it says isometric, and I'm going to just select this plane right here. I want to offset it, but I want to offset it not going up, but down. And I'm going to offset it because what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw this portion of it, this under part, on this plane, and I'm going to extrude it up to the next portion. So I'm going to offset it by 0.67. So offset by 0.67. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw on that plane. So I'm going to click sketch, and I'm just going to click this plane right here. And now I'm drawing on the plane. And so I'm going to draw a little rectangle here. And now I'm using all of these dimensions that we got from the 5.2. You click on resources, and so again, we'll come up here to click on resources, and there they are. This is the dimensions. And so click on those and download them if you have not done so yet. We're going to come over here, and it says that this is 2.22 from the front of the windshield, from this little portion right here. So I'm going to draw this rectangle. And I'm going going to dimension from here to the front. And that is 0.22. And from here to the front, 0.68. Hit OK. Then I'm just going to come in here. And I'm going to dimension from here to here, and that is 0.29. And from here to here is 0.26, or 2.26. And now I'm just going to add in those fillets in the sketch. So I'll click on this, here to here. And we don't want a 0.5 fillet, we want a, so fillet on this is, the radius is 0.15. And then we're going to come over here, we're going to hit offset. Didn't make those fillets, let me go back. I think I was supposed to hit the check mark first. I'm going to go back to the sketch. Double click on that sketch. And then I'm going to hit offset. And I'm going to click this. And I don't want the offset in that direction, I want it in this direction. I actually want this whole thing right here. And that offset is 0.05. And so that is good. I'm going to actually delete this. I don't know why it did that. Okay, and we've got that, and that's great. Now we're going to, oops, I didn't do all of it, so let's get back to it. I'm going to actually just, since the offsetting's not working, I'm just going to try it this way. It worked before, so I'm not really quite sure why it won't work now. We're going to click on extrude. We are going to do extrude up to next. We're going to hit OK. And then I'm just going to shell out this right here. And, you know, same thing, right? And so I'm going to hit 0.05 because that's the thickness. And hit OK. And we are done. Again, just share that with me. Type in my email right here and share. You can also copy and paste this web address into the assignment on Canvas.